Marie disappeared.
Yeah.
Uh, I was waiting for the commercial, but I guess we don't have a commercial. Hey, hey, everybody! Welcome. Hey, everybody! Hey, Marie's back. Hey, everybody! Welcome to TNT, the African American Network. We have a local feel with global reach. We got there. The nurse is in the house today. Marie at the bottom
Hi.
on the page. And at the top, we got that feisty redhead. She was giving me some time already today, Miss Denise. How y'all doing today?
We're good.
Doing
I'm
good.
good.
I'm good.
So,
Good.
have y'all been following up? Let's just straight jump right into it. Have y'all been following Puff Daddy, his trial, a little
I,
bit?
I
no,
haven't.
I
I think
haven't.
Marie has.
Oh,
I haven't, but
oh,
I've been busy.
I
it
haven't.
don't. I don't work,
I
so I
wanted to
just
be
tell you
look
like
at it. I wanted to look at it, but I haven't had a chance to read or look at it. I had a
I
party
just got.
this weekend.
That's
I
right.
had a
Denise had a birthday.
graduation and then I had a birthday party today, so I've been busy this weekend.
I had a
Dang,
party
y'all
this
been busy.
weekend.
You had a party this weekend. Now you turned what? 25.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, you did.
Yes,
And
ma'am.
Denise
Yes,
and
sir.
Marie had a graduation. She just
Yep.
Uh
graduated from
huh.
high school.
Yes, I did.
Ooh,
So
a nurse. A
have you?
nurse. She graduated from high school.
Yeah.
So
Well, you talk
what's your?
about
What's
that at the graduation. This one girl, she one of her my grandson's classmates, she
your mhm.
graduated from college just the week before to be an EMT. So she not only was going to
Yeah.
high school, she was going to college.
They doing
Dang,
that now. They doing
they
that
doing
now.
that now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're
Congratulations.
doing that now.
So what
Hmm.
is your grandchild going to be doing before we get into this thing? At college, job?
He's going to MTSU. Going to
Ooh,
MTSU.
you have
He's
to talk.
torn. He don't know exactly what he talks about interior design, and then he talks about something else. So right now he don't really know what he wants to do.
You know what? The advice that I should have gave myself, I pass on. I gave it to my kids. Just do general, and you get the general electives out the way. By that time, you be mature enough and have the grade point to do what you want to do. Instead of like some
Yeah.
people flunk out.
What?
Uh-uh.
Well,
What?
eh, well,
It needs a
it
battery.
happened.
I'm
It
just
happened.
asking.
I
It's
can't.
right
No, I'm
here.
not gonna take it
I
now. I'm
can't.
just asking in case I
I
can't
can't.
find
I
mine.
can't say I didn't happen.
Yeah, it
It
needs a
happened.
battery.
So,
Well, you come on
but
out,
no,
so you good.
yeah, I made it out of there. I made it out. I made it
Yep.
out. Lord, with the blessing of the Lord and a few extra years, I made it. But I got it. That's
That's
all that
all,
matters.
that's
I
all
got
right.
it.
That's right.
That's all that matters. I got it. But so I've been watching Puff Daddy, and so I'm just going to give y'all.
And tell yeah, what's
So
going on? What's going on?
she was.
School
So they
us.
tried to get it. They tried to get him with all this stuff that she said that he drugged them and all this, and then she wasn't even. I don't know. I don't want to call her stupid because she did it before, and they what they did. They got her text messages
Who is
from
she,
that time frame.
Cassie?
Yes,
The wife?
You talking about Cassie?
the one
The
that he was
wife?
beat. The one he beat up.
Cassie.
Hey, everybody,
That who
Cassie.
you talking
Yeah,
about?
Hey.
Yeah,
yeah. Well,
Cassie.
she
Yeah.
okay. So she was text messaging him talking about, I
Hey,
want to do the
y'all.
freak
Hmm.
off. I want to do the freak offs. I really enjoy it. Y'all early today, yeah,
Yeah,
we
we
a little
in here
early
today.
today, and they was just talking about it. And then the next thing you know, is that crap. That's what happens. So I got to cut my phone down. Just went on, it came on the phone, and that's what happened. So the whole thing was going around by what she said and what he said and what was going on. The defense people was tearing her up,
I'm sure
up,
they were.
up. All her
Wow.
text messages. I love you, baby. I can't wait to go to the freak off. What you get this then they implied, I didn't see this text, but I heard it because I had doing something. They implied that the drugs and stuff were just laying around free. Well, I'm not saying
She's a
she's a
victim,
victim.
T-Rex.
I'm not saying she's not a victim. I'm just saying she didn't do her due diligence. She just should have settled and got some money
Yep.
because the way it looks with those text messages and all that, it don't look good for her. Because it looked like she said, "Hey, let's do it. Let's do it." You know.
She did. She may have said that, but the film, but that video the ones get him.
Well, I mean, he already so he did a domestic violence. That's not what they're trying him for. They're not trying for domestic violence. I agree with that. And then she even said she hit him first. Now
Mm.
I don't know how that works because he dragged her, beat her, and all that. I don't know how that works.
It
She
showed
showed
more
more.
that she was under distress. His distress.
Yeah. So
His
I'm just
trust.
saying she her text messages, in my opinion. I'm not saying I'm just you give us your opinion, and I'm going to be honest with that. In my opinion, her text messages made her seem like she was when they was talking about the freaks off. They wasn't talking about the assault. They was talking about the freak offs. That she wanted to do it and she wanted to do the drugs.
Sir, the defense proved the prosecutor's case with those texts.
Yes.
Oh,
No. She admitted it though. She admitted it. She didn't say I didn't want to do it. She didn't say anything like that. All I'm saying is she didn't say anything to help her case, in my opinion, because I was sitting there watching it, and she didn't say in none of those text messages, "Puffy, I don't like doing it. You shouldn't make me do it." That's concrete, not "Oh baby, I love you. I can't wait for the next
So
freak
what was
off"
in
and
it?
stuff.
So it had to be something in the text messages for the defense to prove the prosecutor's
right.
case with the text messages. So what was in the text messages that
That's
helped
the
help
ones.
the
Now
prosecutors?
let's say
Whatever was in
now
there
there
helped
was
the
some.
prosecutors what this person is saying.
I'm just saying those text messages that I saw during the half hour that I was watching was the ones that she was saying that she was positive about it.
They said
I
she was
can't
running. They said T-Rex. She was running away on one of the freak offs.
Yeah.
now. I didn't see that text message. All I seen was that was in the elevator. Well, that tape proved he assaulted her. I agree. That tape proved he assaulted her. But you don't
They
see
said the
anybody in
elevator
that.
proof.
Mhm.
But you didn't see anything else other than her being assaulted. And I'm not. Don't get me wrong, ladies, and who this person. I'm not saying that what he did was right. I'm just speaking strictly on facts. They show that he and her was in altercation, not he, her, and
And
somebody
who
else
wanted to
doing
be
something.
peed on? Did he pee on her? That was in there too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Was it?
that was part of the freak off. Oh
But they
yeah.
said that she ran from it.
Look,
But
all I'm gonna say is
she's
this.
saying that she was under the. But they make it sound like she didn't want to be peed on.
Well, that's what they making it sound like. But she admitted taking the drugs. She admitted wanting the drugs, and she admitted wanting the freak offs. Baby, she even said something like, "Baby, I can't wait for the next freak off." So I'm not saying that in the elevator she was trying to run away. I agree. Maybe she had enough.
And that's why he beat
But
her.
what I'm
Yeah, that's why.
but
Yeah,
and I ain't got no problem. I'm not. I'm just saying what her text messages said
I
that the
know.
guy
But
said.
you're saying what the text messages said, but they're saying what the film is saying,
What the
and the
film
film
is
is
saying.
saying that she had her shit and she was running away to get in the
Yeah.
elevator,
Yeah,
and he got her to start beating her.
Yeah.
and I think she should have went down the stairs. She would have got away. And I'm not
She
saying
probably knew
if that.
those. She knew those cameras was up there,
In
probably.
the elevator.
Well, they in the stairwell too in the hotel.
But
But my
God
whole
said,
thing
Yeah.
is
I know. God said, always have a witness, and that camera was her witness.
that was
Uh
well.
huh.
You know what? And don't get me wrong. As a father of three daughters, and I got what five granddaughters. Yes, I think what he did to her was wrong. Yes, whooping on her as a man putting hands on on a woman, if he's young, I can see the mistake. But a mature man, Puffy's in his 50s,
Yeah.
that was wrong. That was wrong. When I'm immature man, I'm talking about young because they don't really know what they're doing. But as far as a grown man, knowing that there's cameras and he tried to hide them, that was a little too much. That was a little too much. And I think that was what the problem was with it. So I'm not saying that he didn't do all that things. He said he's also being the professional attorney said the prosecutor proved a RICO
And
and trafficking.
sex
Well,
trafficking.
I I not I like I said before, I only saw bits of the trial, and then I started reading on it, and I didn't get that far on what the prosecutor because there's no verdict yet. There's no verdict
Sex
yet
trafficking.
unless there was one Friday. There's no verdict yet, and I don't think they offered him a plea deal and he turned it down. So normally when they ask you a plea deal and you turn it down, that
You say
means
you only got bits and pieces to your view.
well, I didn't say I didn't. I didn't say I didn't say all that. What I said was I agree. I agree. I didn't say I said all that. What I said was that I saw the parts with the text messages. I didn't see Friday. Okay. Oh, here you go, Denise. We see you. And
Okay.
that's what I was saying. But as far as beating on that woman, and if what she said is true, she should know that he's going to come with a lot of high power stuff because that's what he does.
Hmm.
But
They said the defense had proved her case.
Yeah,
I don't think so.
exactly.
I mean,
It said the
yes,
defense had proved the prosecutor's case. The
well,
defense
my
had
whole
proved her case. Okay,
I'm not
okay. So I didn't see that part
I
in there.
can't say that I didn't see the whole thing. But what I'm saying is that this man had a chance to take a plea, time served, some enormous fine, which he's got the money to pay a fine,
He didn't
pay
want
her
to.
some, pay her some, and he said no, take it to trial. So one or two things.
Oh, they said that's why Diddy settled because he's a sex trafficker and used his power. But I thought you
He
said he
settled
Mm.
didn't
with who
settle.
who did he settle
He
with? Her?
settled?
I
They
didn't hear
said
him
he
settle.
settled.
Yeah, they said he settled.
So why is he in court then?
Well,
Look,
they're saying he settled, I guess, after this court, whatever.
Well, I think I think what I got from on Monday, he turned down the deal that the DA gave him. He said, "Let's take it to trial." And by taking it to trial, I thought he had a better way of doing
They said you need to
it.
research. You need to research team.
Well, I didn't say I saw the whole thing now, so don't I saw bits and pieces. I was just trying to get the gist of it. And if you telling the truth, you telling the truth. But my question is, why did he not take the plea deal if he knew he was guilty? That's my whole thing. And if he took the plea deal, or if he settled with her, why did he take it to court? Why did he just settle when before they got to court?
Yeah,
Diddy
he's
is
been
Oh,
being
so
he's been
trial
trying
for
for
sex
six
he's not
trafficking.
months.
being tried for what they. Well, then my question to you then is, why did for a whole hour and a half they had text messages from her about the freak off?
Yeah, I'm sitting up
That
here
don't.
looking at this. It said that he's going in. He's in court for the sex trafficking.
Hmm.
So sex trafficking means he took kids
They
or
ain't got to
women
be just
or men
kids.
They don't have to
It could
be
be
across.
kids.
Well,
you don't have to be
he
kids.
It
took
can be
people
grown
across.
women. It don't have to be
He
kids.
took them
It could be
across
men
the border, the state line, without their permission. And she in that thing didn't say she didn't. She was like, "I want to go. I want to go." Now I'm not saying that he's innocent. I'm not saying he's innocent. Don't get me wrong. Like I said earlier, I got daughters and grandbabies. I'm not saying he's innocent. I don't think any man should. It's just wrong.
He said he had men from different states
And
and different state locations that's sex trafficking.
He had different people working for him
Yeah.
in different states that was sex trafficking.
Yep.
now that part,
And different locations.
now
Hmm
that part,
That's what he's
I
on
can't
trial for.
confirm or deny because I didn't hear that. Well, if he's on trial for sex trafficking, he should have took the deal, unless
Yeah,
unless
it don't just happen with kids.
the Trump
No, it happens with women, grown women, everybody.
Grown women, grown men. It
Yeah.
just don't have to be
So
kids.
Mm.
And it
okay.
ain't
So
even
my
gotta
whole
be.
thing on this
I mean,
is
they could be bringing people from other states, other countries, sex trafficking them. It ain't just
Mhm.
got to be they're here for the United States. They could bring them from other countries.
that is true too.
So,
I mean, they do it all. I mean,
you can't say you're not aware of this trial, this case.
well, the part I'm saying, I understood the sex trafficking, but what I did see was when they was talking about her, she was on the stand. Her being, I forgot, what's her name? What's her name?
Cassie.
I don't want to be rude. Call her. Cassie was on the
Cassie.
stand. Cassie was on the stand, and that's what I saw. The next day, they still interrogated her. Then Wednesday they did something else, and then Thursday I was busy, and then Friday I was kind of worn out on it because I didn't really understand what was the charge. But now I see it's RICO, but I'm telling you right now, if a man turns down a plea bargain, time served, pay a fine, pay those people restitution, he has an ace in a hole. And we know it's Agent Orange. That's what I'm talking about. Agent Orange, you know he's a nasty man.
From different states and the RICO. That's what
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So some people seem to think that
I-
some people seem to think that he's not gonna win.
He said he used business trips and corporate travel to do freaks off that proven RICO and sex trafficking.
well, and I probably, you know what? If they prove that in court, it probably really happened. I'm pretty sure it happened. I'm not gonna say it didn't happen. My question is, you know, T. Rump hangs out at those parties. Y'all do know that, right?
They said they're gonna need you to do your damn research.
Am I?
Yeah.
Yeah. Haha. That's who I call D. Rump was at those parties. Yes. Yes, he was at
Okay.
those parties.
So was
You
right.
so
So was
that's
LeBron
the way.
and
Okay.
Beyonce and Jay-Z and whoever else.
Yeah,
Hmm?
yeah, true. But I'm trying to. T. Rump is funny. Denise made that one up.
No, Marie made that up.
Her and Marie, somebody, Marie made that up. All I'm saying is that he's got an ace in the hole if he did not take a plea. He had a plea bargain and he threw it away. Somebody said, well, look at that. Happy birthday to the queen.
Thank you.
She 25.
Yeah.
All I can say is that he has an ace in the hole. We all know Team Rump was at those parties. We all know that a lot of people say they were there but didn't.
Good one, Marie.
Thank you. He's froze.
Are you froze, Terry?
I'm waiting for it to lost connection.
There you go.
Yeah. So yeah, that's I'm just saying that's what happens. That's what happens. And I hope that he doesn't evade it if he truly did all these things. The prosecute's the one that said that
Won that. They said they won it.
W-O-N.
The probably WON won it.
Yeah. One.
Yeah.
They
They
did.
did prove their case.
Yeah.
what do is he convicted or they still is it the the judge and the jury still out. Is the jury still out? Because he had a jury as a peers.
And he plumb gray headed.
Yeah, they said they proved their case. I believe it. But he looked like an old man in there, didn't he? He
Yeah,
had
they
more
said he
gray
plumb
on
gray
him than I
headed.
did.
Just because
Okay.
Cassie co-signed them freak offs don't mean she's was wanted it.
If you don't want something, you don't
That's
send
what I was
text.
saying. That's what I was
You
saying.
don't.
Just because she was saying that stuff doesn't mean because he could have had her, he could have
Mhm.
said, if you don't say this, I'm going,
But she was texting him.
that's why you don't know that. He could have been standing right there. That's what I'm saying. You don't know if they were together when she was texting or what.
Oh, they said they got
He could
7
have
more
been
weeks. Well,
telling her
I'll
what
watch
to
this
text.
week too. I can't wait. I can't
Yeah.
wait either. I can't wait to see what's going to happen. I'm not saying that what he did was the right thing.
Yeah,
I'm not.
he could have been standing right there. He didn't have to
I'm
be
not.
in the next whatever.
But all I'm gonna say is that he has some high powered people at those freak offs, and it looks like he's gonna get a partner if he gets time. And if he gets a partner, that means he don't have to pay no. If once he goes to jail, that wipes up all that other crap, and he's free. He moves right on about his business. That's the bad thing. I'm not saying it's great.
Who keeps text that long?
Well, you don't have to hold on to it. That stuff doesn't disappear.
No, yeah,
People
they
always
can they can get in your phone and get that.
that stuff doesn't. What's up, Noob? That stuff doesn't disappear. It doesn't
They can go
disappear.
back and grab it out of your phone.
Yeah, they can grab that stuff. They can grab it off your what's that crap? The iCloud or whatever that crap they got floating up in the air.
Yeah, they
When
can
you
go back
start,
in your phone and get whatever they want.
yeah.
hmm
Felicia's watching. Hey, Felicia.
Hey,
But
Felicia.
I just think that well, we'll call her Miss Stone because we think we talking about the lady on Friday.
No.
I don't think
Somebody
they
said I
keep.
don't keep messages longer than an hour, but that doesn't mean that they can't pull them up.
That's what I'm saying. What's up, Tan TV? I can't say they don't see it. I don't see you. Obviously, they had all those texts. And some of those texts that they pulled up from about her was in the late 2000s. They
Yeah,
wouldn't
they
like.
can go back and get. They
Yeah,
can
they
get
can
it.
go back and get that stuff. So uh, all I'm saying, he has an out somewhere and he knows it because he's looking at if they're getting him on RICO and all that other crap like they was trying to get Donald Trump on, that's jail time. That is jail. That's serious jail time. I don't see Donald Trump trying to port him. He's a what you call he's a gang member. He's
I'm
gonna do
like that
all that
person
there,
right there. Diddy going to jail. You right. Diddy going to jail.
but he's gonna get out. He's gonna get out. I'm telling you. Donald Trump's gonna say, "Hey, I pardon Diddy because Diddy left him out. Diddy got them tapes. I'm telling you, they didn't find all the tapes. If they'd have found all the tapes, they would have just did something else and Diddy would have been free. That's all I can say. But oh no. Yeah, he needs to be in there too. He probably was peeing on people. That's why his old lady
No,
don't even want.
my.
I'm telling you, you got. I mean, I guess that's a thing in New York. I don't know, but the point I'm trying to
What?
say is peeing
Peeing
on
on
people.
people?
Yeah.
They call it golden shower.
Well, that's what. Okay, you know what I've heard about that before, so I have to say, yeah, that's been around for a minute. That golden shower term, I forgot about that, but I just don't. I mean, if you're doing all those things and you making these people do these things, why just one or two coming out? Why didn't like a whole bunch coming out? Oh yeah, it's a bunch of celebrities and everybody's in it. It's been confirmed because
The
they've been
case is
trying to
just
say,
with celebrities. Yeah, there's
yeah,
probably no crime being committed.
because uh A few of them, I don't want to call their names, but a few of them got free. They said, I left before the party started. I went to the regular party, and when they started doing the freak off, I left. So, and those are well-known people. Well-known people said that. Couple of big stars that are comedians and things of that nature, singers and all that. So, hey, I'm just telling you. I mean, I just don't think that people should do that. And God, not to, I mean, if I mean, come on, we out in California, and I'm sure they got this place called Fads where they go to have sex and all these crazy things. I didn't mean to give them a shout out, but that's in a nightclub, and that's what they're for. And I always tell the fellas, you don't know who's on the other side of that wall, and you sticking your pecker in that hole. You don't know who it is. So that's crazy. I'm on with Diddy.
I'm on with Diddy being a freak, but he went way beyond using his power. Ew. Somebody said, ew.
Ooh, yeah. First thing you got to think about, they shouldn't have. He shouldn't have did the thing in a hotel. He might have been free when they do the thing in a hotel. Then second, he wasn't smart enough to know they was coming for him. And that's and if you got that kind of money, he's a billionaire. He's got that kind of money. He can.
But if you look back, but they went back and grabbed that video where he was doing an interview with, I forgot with who, but he said, "Oh, they're gonna get me one day. They're gonna get me." He said they're gonna get me one day. He was doing an interview. Wow. He said, "Yeah, they're gonna get me one day."
That's crazy.
Yeah, so they pulled it up. I forgot who the interview was
don't
with.
Don't get me wrong. Like I said, it was in the service.
Yeah, he did. I remember it.
Sure. So all I can say is, wow, that's crazy. That's crazy. But my question is,
and they said, T-Rex, what you know about them clubs?
My question to the ladies:
what you know about them clubs?
I'm just saying,
T-Rex, what you know about them clubs?
They out there.
They said, I like your shirt, T-Rex.
I love that shirt. Well, thank you. I said thank you. About those clubs, I mean, you a sailor. You hear about them clubs. You hear about them clubs.
T-Rex was talking about the clubs, Marie, where you stick your penis in the wall.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I can't say. It was so you didn't tell her. You didn't tell her the whole story. And so I'm gonna say it again so Marie can understand. And I was telling the fellas that went to this club that was telling me about it. You don't know who's on the other side of that wall. Y'all just want to jump on me right away. I did not say that. I'm saying what I said.
Yeah, right.
These was young.
Yeah,
I was thinking more mature.
You was what?
Y'all just bad. Y'all. I was just trying to be a old to think T-Rex, and no, that's not true.
They said T-Rex is a freak like Diddy.
They said I think.
But remember, he made that statement saying that if T-Rex would have offered him that money, remember?
Oh, that's right.
I'm just saying,
remember?
I'm just saying, he didn't.
You're right, Marie. Ooh, bye.
Only if they walked into the stream and we was outside peeing and they accidentally walked in the stream. Yes, I did. But if you accidentally delivery, no. And if I wouldn't even do that. And if I did, I wouldn't tell you I did it. But I ain't did it. That's just
Marie. I told them they used to call them golden showers.
Well, yeah, they did. They did. Yep, they did. They did used to call them that.
Us ladies are very what? What are ladies very what?
Demir, is what it says? Yeah, they was wondering about. Yeah, they wanted to know.
They want to know if I've been to the freak off party. No.
No, they want to know if you peed on somebody.
No.
Or I wouldn't tell you. No. I don't know. Or have you been to the
Some
freak
things you
parties?
just
Have
have
you
to.
been to one?
No, no.
Who golden showers?
Like I said, if somebody, if what the hell, if I gave somebody golden shower, we was outside being me and peeing, and they happened to walk in front of me while I was peeing. I
Oh
didn't
my
run them down and
God.
pee on.
Okay, okay.
I did not run them down and whiz on them. You know, and I think people should do if they're gonna do some stuff like that. They should do that in the confines of their own security place. What's up, Michelle? Your girl Michelle's watching, y'all.
Hey
That's what I'm
Michelle.
Hi,
saying.
Michelle.
And
Somebody
if
said
you
they
gonna
actually
pee
feel
on
sorry for
somebody,
Diddy.
well, I feel sorry about that part, but I don't feel sorry about beating no woman. I just don't feel sorry about beating no woman. She said, "Hey,
Another
Another
hey."
black
black millionaire
millionaire
taken
taken
down.
down. Mhm.
Hmm.
Well, you
Yeah,
know,
but he brought it on himself, though.
Yeah, he did.
He
He
brought it
did.
on himself. I mean, yeah, Found and Danny, another one is down. But half the time, I mean, what he did on his own. I
Yep.
mean,
Did nobody
somebody else
force him?
might have got him involved in it, but still.
And he was the one
they talking
forcing
about burn.
people. I mean, taking
They
cakes
said
and
burn the
stuff.
plantation down. All I can say
Oh, you
is
remember that
when you
plantation that burned down? Oh, plantation burned down this week. And the
Oh,
news
did it?
media here, yes. I think it was in Ohio.
they said hello,
I'm
ladies
thinking.
and T-Rex. Y'all have a great topic tonight. That's what Michelle said.
Hey,
Hello.
Michelle, thank you.
Let us
Yeah,
know what you
but
You-
think, Michelle, about P Daddy doing the nasty.
it,
The shit burnt. Yeah, it did burn
the
down.
Oh, that
plantation.
shit. Oh, really?
The
Was it in Ohio?
plantation.
Was it
Yeah.
in
What?
Ohio?
I think it was in Ohio because one of my friends from Ohio was posting it.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. A real plantation
Yes, a real
Yes.
plantation.
with people are still as slaves.
Well, that's what a plantation is.
How in the hell they got slaves in Ohio?
No, T Rex. It was a plantation house. It used to
Yeah.
be.
Oh, oh,
You,
okay, okay.
black folks was dancing and partying in
And
front,
partying.
wasn't it?
Oh my God, T Rex. They
It
said
used
you
to
was
be
really
it
dumb.
used to be a plantation and they burned it down.
They
I'm
said
not
you
dumb. I was just trying
was
because I
dumb.
saw that movie. Hold on, let me defend myself. And I thought it might have been based off a real story where that lady they kidnapped these black people and
Yeah,
took them to a plantation.
I
I
seen that
saw the movie,
movie.
so I just thought that might have been based off of
They
that,
said,
not that.
why the hell T Rex not on current event?
He said, "Take a time out, T Rex."
T-Rex said, what? Marie said, no, it was a plantation, used to be.
I mean,
Oh,
but I have seen that movie you're talking about, T
okay,
Rex.
hold on, y'all. Hold on.
I seen that movie.
I did see that movie. So when y'all said plantation, I thought it was that. But hold on one second. Michelle said he let the money go to his head. He didn't care about what anybody else does with their sexual life, but was on the way too much. He had too much fun. I agree.
Yeah.
He did too much. She was talking about P Diddy.
Oh
Yeah,
He did too
Lord, T
much.
Rex, they is wearing you
He
out.
did.
yeah.
He said you
T-Rex,
are
you
so
slow.
uninformed
What?
that you don't know
Yeah.
nothing, and said you is
Nothing.
slow.
Ooh,
I ain't slow. I just okay. You said plantation.
Yeah,
The plantation burnt down.
yeah.
And I'm thinking, honestly, where's there? Because I'm thinking like the
Mhm.
movie. If y'all haven't seen the
yeah.
movie, you need to
Yeah,
see
I
it. It
seen
was a
that
good
movie. I
movie.
can't think of what the name of that movie is. What was the
They
name of
said
that
I don't know,
movie?
but that
they
was a
said
good,
Diddy
good
thought he
ass
was
movie.
more powerful than God.
Yeah,
Well, that's what happens when you start making up.
yeah. T
Yeah,
Rex.
T-Rex, they
They
did some
be
slaves.
some slaves. They be some slaves.
They be more.
Bees
They be
and
some
slaves. They're
slaves.
like bees and
Bees
slaves.
from slaves. Look, y'all know all of
All
these
I was
people
saying, I
disappearing.
was
You know they might be snatching them up, putting them on a little
You
plantation
never
out back
know.
where somebody don't know. You don't know.
You know, never know.
Trump always talking about he's sending them so and so and so, so they might be down in Alabama, Mississippi, back up in them
That's what
woods
Marie
somewhere.
just
You remember
said.
that's what that
That's
movie
what I
was
just
Uh-huh.
said.
based off. That
That's
movie.
what that movie
Yeah.
was. And the people was back there didn't even
Yeah.
know nothing
So
was
that
going on. Well, they done been raised back there, but they
they
started snatching the people that don't that they didn't need to be snatching.
I remember
Like
that movie. I can't think of the name of it.
And it-
what is her name? It was named after a woman because she got an 18-wheeler. She was running away, and an 18-wheeler got her.
Yeah, but what is it?
right, I
I know
Yeah,
remember
what you're
that.
the
talking about.
driver.
And she was a high
Yes, she was
powered
how?
executive.
Yes, she was. Oh, it was the oldest plantation left in Ohio. It was a tourist site.
It ain't no sight no more,
Oh.
huh?
Nope, it's not.
Well, you know what? It's amazing that they didn't. I'm not throwing shade at Palm Springs, but it's amazing that they didn't say that was tourism, not tourism, but oh god, y'all got me so frustrated. Annabella, that's the name of the
Yeah,
movie.
that's
Annabella,
it.
how do you pronounce it?
What's that
That's
name of
it.
it again?
But
Annabella.
Annabella. Yes, it is. Yep.
so that's what I was going on. But in Palm Springs, they called it a terrorist act when that place got bombed. T-Rex,
You're not confused. You're just
You're
slow.
not
you're
confused.
not.
You slow.
I love these people. Anyway, that is not true. When you said plantation, that thought of that movie, and then they said it was based off of something. It wasn't fiction. I thought, well, shit, in Ohio? That's what I was saying. I mean, if you'd have said Mississippi, I would have said, yeah, I saw that movie about it. But in Ohio, I was like, Ohio's in the north.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Uh-oh.
So you're not on your game tonight. Not on your game, T.
Well, we're not talking about women tonight, so we'll do that next week.
Nah.
I'm just. I'll probably get. They're on you. Yes, Michelle. They are on me tonight. Michelle said they're on you tonight, T-Rex. Yes, they are.
said,
So, yeah,
T-Rex,
we in 1845.
Oh, goodness. Ooh. Oh, my.
Yeah.
All I can say is, well, that stuff happens. And if they, well, hell, your president trying to turn it back.
He is.
I don't know why y'all freaking out. If y'all are trying, if you're saying to people that I can send legal citizens out of the country and then say I'm not bringing them back, what's the problem of him grabbing somebody that was born here their whole life, their family, and then sending them someplace? Nothing.
Why Chris Brown's attorneys allow him to go to the UK and get arrested?
What did he get arrested for?
For
he hit somebody in the head with a bottle.
Yeah.
He assaulted somebody. It wasn't a woman this time. It wasn't a woman because I asked that question.
No.
But he broke a bottle on somebody's head.
Like a security guard or something, some kind of guard or something. Was it a police?
Something like that.
Yeah, you know what? That's his
that was
his
in
stupidity.
23.
You definitely
they went back to 23. 2023.
And he left. Then he went back, and that's when they arrested him.
Yeah.
He grabbed them by the
watch it. Watch it. Watch it. Ooh. Oh.
He grabbed him by the kitty cat. Yes, he did. He grabbed him by the kitty cat.
And did he say traffic in his?
Yeah, there you
go. I'm just saying. Well, current events. I'm just saying. You know.
I know.
Yeah, she was reading. She goes,
not today, Satan. That's right.
Not today,
Satan. That's right.
I'm just gonna say one thing. That was a good one, and I don't know what is going on out here in this world, because I think sometimes people just go
whoa.
You did. And I was looking, and I wasn't even thinking about it. I was just reading, and I said, "Oh, wait a minute!"
I know. I said,
"Whoa!" When I was like,
"Don't stop, get it! Don't stop, get it! Don't stop, get it!"
I mean, That's the kind of stuff.
Because y'all
Apparently,
have me in
y'all
stitches.
correct me if I'm wrong. Apparently, that's the kind of stuff they do in New York. I don't know. I don't know. I think New York is worse than Hollywood. I think. I've been to Hollywood. I've been to New York once, and that wasn't the place to. I mean, we was walking by this place. I'll tell you a story. I was
They said, why
at
T-Rex
sub
slow
school
ass
in
in them
Broad, Connecticut.
clubs?
In what clubs? I was in the club back in the
Them
day.
The one
clubs
where
you
you
was
stick
talking
the
about
penis
I
in
too.
the
was up in the
wall.
There,
The
thank
one
you.
where you
Them clubs.
no,
stick
I
the
don't put
penis in the
I
wall.
don't no 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 no. That is definitely a no. Put your pickle in the wall in the hole. No, I did. That's not. If you was listening, I was telling them guys don't do that. Not I did that. I said do not do that because you don't know who's on the other side.
He's
Hmm.
stumbling.
He's
He's stumbling,
stalling.
Yes, he
Marie. He's
is.
stumbling.
He's stumbling.
Here we go. Here we go. Next thing you know, I was at P Diddy's party.
They
Well,
asked you were you there.
well, you did say if he would have offered you the money, he didn't offer you the money.
He offered the well. He gave LeBron James the money. Supposedly he did it.
Yeah.
You
That
did say
Marie,
you
they
take
said
the
So
lot. Yeah, you said it.
you know
The
that.
loot.
But hey, money's a lot of money. You know, you can start a whole new life somewhere with a whole new anus.
T-Rex
You
is a
get your
mess.
anus stitched
They
back
say
up.
you a mess, T-Rex.
No,
Y'all is
I'm
funny
just saying.
today.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying it could. If you at one of those places, you could. Like that's probably why. Okay, it's a commercial. We'll come back and talk about why Chris Brown
This is
didn't do
Coach
that thing.
Coach Abbott, head coach of Southwest Legacy, home of the Titans, and you are watching TAN TV.
Coach, how you doing?
Free Chris.
I need some help here. They killing
They
me.
said free Chris.
Is he still in jail? He shouldn't have went over there.
I say he's
You
supposed to
can't go
get
over there
out
and
because
mess
he's
with those
supposed to be
people.
doing a concert in Vegas.
He's on tour. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
They
Because
said
he
his
got
attorney
He's
tour
said
supposed
set
to be
up.
he's
going to
still in the
Vegas.
joint.
Mm-hmm. He's on tour. His attorney failed him. Yeah, because they already knew that. So why they let him
Yeah,
go?
why they let him go? Exactly.
Right.
That's exactly. Especially if they
They don't
already
need to.
had.
But
I mean,
Yeah.
what that
if
2
they
years
already knew he
ago,
did that to
He need,
somebody, well, yeah, that don't make no
he
sense.
need to
June the
fire them.
13th. Mm-hmm.
Oh, until the June 13th. Okay.
Yeah, he's still there.
Why did he go back so wait a minute, did he do it previously, then went back, and
Yeah,
that's when they
that's
caught
when
him, or
they
did he
got
do
him. He
that
went
while he
back to
was dead?
Yeah, he
2023. You
did
know,
it
did
in
they say
23.
that? That happened in
Yes, he did it
23.
in
Oh, that's
2023.
then he's an idiot. What's up, Jennifer? How you doing, baby?
Hey, Jennifer.
He's an innocent. He kind of crazy.
Congratulations, Jennifer.
I just say,
Congrats, Jennifer.
oh, she ain't said nothing yet. She ain't typed it.
So there was
Okay.
a bench.
There was a bunch of
Yeah,
warrants.
he had a warrant. They had a warrant out for him.
A bench
So
warrant, I'm
why would
sorry.
you
Bench
go
warrant.
over there?
So then,
Why would you go over there? You know you got
then
this
that
warrant
won't-
out for you. Why
For him
would you
to
go?
rest,
because
right.
Yeah, why would you go?
because he thinks he got money. He thinks because he had money, he didn't have to
But
go.
did he not see what happened to P. Diddy?
Somebody said
Did he not see what happened to
Right.
P. Diddy? P. Diddy had money. Well, look where he at. Oh, they didn't know.
They said he did.
They,
They didn't
he
know.
didn't know. The attorneys didn't know.
Don't you think if okay, well,
There was
they
never
should
a
always
charge.
check that stuff out.
Well,
There was never,
but how if there was never
until
a
he came
charge, so
back,
where was there a warrant for him?
Yeah, right.
leaving it.
Not until
Not
he
until
got
he
there.
got there.
Just go pay off the person who he hit the head over
Gee,
with, and all charges will be dropped.
Yeah.
yeah, Jennifer said thank you, but I'm just letting you know right now. If I'd hit somebody in the head with a bottle, and I was going back over there, was he touring over there? I wouldn't even
He's
went.
on tour.
I would even.
Yeah, he's on tour.
I would have canceled that. That's like broadcasting. I'm coming back to town,
Mm-hmm.
and the police are waiting on you.
Yeah.
That's just too much.
Well,
That's
that's
too
one he
much.
just
He
should have
probably
never
did.
toured
Well,
over
He
there.
probably did it and booked up, and then They figured he'll come back, and he came back, and they arrested him.
They said it wasn't told to him that there was a
So
bench
they said,
arrest, and it wasn't told to him.
well, he
Wow.
know now.
If he knew, he wouldn't have.
He know now.
Been
Surely, if he
there.
knew, he wouldn't have been there.
Oh, he's gonna
Right.
Exactly.
he, he'll just pay some money and get out. That's all he's gonna do. Pay some money and get out.
They
They
said
said
Cassie
Cassie
buried
buried
Not
him.
like
buried him.
They said she buried his ass.
Buried him.
bird. I don't think so.
Well, see,
I'm not saying.
T-Rex,
I'm not-
look, you
I'm
sit up
just-
here and said you didn't watch all of it. This person might have
Right.
watched the whole thing.
All I'm saying is this: Diddy has to have an ace in the hole if he turned down the plea deal. The plea deal was no more. The plea deal was time served and a couple $1 million, which he got. He got the blow. That was it. He should have took that deal. He turned that deal down. So he's got an ace in the hole. He's got ace on. That's why we got on T Rump. I think T Rump's his ace in the hole because he was at the parties. He was at the
There's probably
parties.
a whole lot of other people. He probably gonna spill the beans and they gonna get out.
They said just stop talking, T-Rex. Just stop talking. Shit. They said stop talking.
Nothing today. Coming from not knowing nothing today.
Ah! Oh, they said just be quiet. Just hush.
Oh Lord. Oh God. So what they say? They say something. I knocked it down. All I can say is this: I'm not saying he's innocent. I'm not saying that he's guilty. That's up for the court to decide. But his actions, if he did all those things, then he's guilty, and he should have took the plea. And all I'm saying is, by not taking the plea deal and taking it to court, this was before court. He could be free right now. He might be a sex offender or whatever. I'm sure he got a record. He's gonna get that anyway if he gets convicted, and probably more time. But if he's got to have an ace in the hole if he said that's not what he was doing. You know, I'm gonna be free. I ain't worried about it.
Well,
So
let
he
him
was
keep on
offered a
thinking
plea
he's
deal.
gonna
I don't
be-
know.
His brother
So
be
he was
locked up
offered a
for
plea deal.
100 years.
Well, considering the
I
fact
don't
that
think
if
he's
he
gonna get.
gets convicted of the sex trafficking, it's life.
That's what I thought.
It's
But
life.
it makes, but by making it sex trafficking, it makes it a federal law.
They said
Okay.
many.
Federal.
They said
They
many.
said
Many
many guilty people
down.
turn down plea deals,
They do.
and he would not be freed just less time.
Mm-hmm. I don't think he's gonna be
Because,
free.
Yeah,
No.
because
yeah.
not only
Mm-mm.
did he have that going on, he's got two things going on with him. He's got the sex trafficking and what went on with that female. So whatever it is, the sex trafficking was going to be at least life, and the other one was up to 15 years.
They said, T-Rex, is that really you? Because you don't know anything today.
Well,
Is that really you?
I just spoke about what I saw, and I wanted other people to say what they saw and what they heard. I didn't, like I said, I only watched the first 2 days, and it didn't look like anything serious. Not when I'm being serious, when they was cross-examining her. That's what I'm talking about. And it didn't make it look like she was doing a well job. Now, what she did later, oh my God, could have been it.
Oh my God,
He
many
said,
guilty
"Oh
people
my
turned
God,
down
Yeah.
plea.
what the hell?"
What the hell?
They gotta be stupid if they turn down a plea deal if they know they're going to jail. They know they're going to jail.
I don't
I mean, come
yeah,
on.
he's going to jail.
And
I don't
even
think he's gonna be free.
innocent people take plea deals because they
They
know
sure
they figure
do.
they're gonna get less time than if they went to trial.
Or time served. Yeah, that's true. That's
I mean,
true.
innocent people
That's
take
true.
plea deals. Guilty people turn them down. They think they can get off. That's why they turn him down. He turned it down
Yeah,
because he think he can get off.
right. They said,
Yeah.
"Oh my
Yeah.
God, thank God T-Rex is not an attorney or a reporter." You're right.
We all be dead.
If he becomes a reporter, we all did. Cause he gonna be writing all kind of
We
stuff,
ain't
and then he ain't gonna know what he write. Then he
we
ain't gonna
ain't
be able to read what he wrote. And ooh,
That's why you have somebody write it for you as you be talking.
well, you ain't gonna be able to read it.
Well,
Back, you ain't gonna be able to
if
read
you using T-Rex don't know shit, stick to hookers. Well, he's a married man.
Here we go back to the hookers.
it.
Why we got
Oh
always what's
my!
up?
Oh my
I said that
goodness!
statement so long ago, and people still talking about hookers.
Be nice to T-Rex. He's just slow.
Ooh,
Okay. I can't.
Ooh, wow.
Yeah, I was on that yellow, but that little short
Yeah,
yellow bus.
yeah,
That's just wrong.
With the helmet on, licking the windows.
Yes.
yeah. Be nice, T-Rex.
Yeah,
That's not really him at all. They said that's not you,
It's
T-Rex.
AI. It's
It's
AI. He said it's AI.
That's AI. Well, all I can say is, I hope that anybody that's involved with this gets their time. Nah, AI. Yeah, AI is actually smarter. Okay, I agree. I'm not smarter than
They cutting up, boy.
I am not smarter than
Oh,
you.
Lord.
I'm not going to say that.
They cutting up today, T.
No, honey.
Okay, they just, you know what? I know it's a bunch of women because they talking
Yeah,
about.
see, there you go.
He did this,
There you
he
go.
did that.
There you go with that.
He said, thank heavens T-Rex is nice looking man because he dumb like a blonde.
Woo! Oh my! Oh my God! Oh my! Ooh! Ooh wee! Ooh wee! Ooh!
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I wish I had hair.
Oh,
I would
somebody
dye
blonde
blonde,
just say,
but I don't
whoa,
have
why
no
the
hair.
fashion?
Woo wee! Ooh wee! Ooh!
Whoa.
Whoa!
They didn't
That's
like
too
comparing
much.
you.
Y'all too much.
They didn't like comparing you with a blonde, T.
Well, I understand. I wouldn't like it either.
It's not okay, T-Rex. We'll accept the slow bus.
The slow bus.
Okay, so much. Hey, it is what it is, man. It is what it is. All I can say on this P Diddy is that I hope other people learn a lesson that's doing stupid stuff like that.
You
They
got to
don't.
learn.
Yeah,
They
those guys
don't.
are hilarious. Stand me up.
Look, they don't. They would not learn their lesson. They all about trying to make that quick money or think they above the law, which is what T Rumpy is apparently, because he ain't do nothing, no time or
They
nothing.
said stop T-Rex from talking tonight. Yeah, because you look what he should not look what happened to R. Kelly.
Exactly. Like I said, they
He
don't
should learn his
learn.
lesson. He sure learned his lesson.
He ain't
He don't
learned.
learn.
He thought he
One
was
thing I
God.
do know:
Diddy thought he was
if you
God.
not old money, if you are not old money,
Actually, he
you
said
are new money.
so.
They
So
will get you.
Diddy thought he was God, and then
Yeah.
what's his name? Oh crap! His name is right there. Thought he was Jesus.
T-Rex think he's above. T-Rex, you think you above the law?
Who, me? I ain't above the law. Oh, no. I just don't do no crime.
Kim Kardashian.
No.
Crime don't pay.
Kim Kardashian, ex-husband, thought he was Jesus.
Nuh-uh.
What's his name?
Kanye West.
Kanye. Yeah. Diddy
it
thought he
Kanye
was
West?
God, and Kanye thought he was Jesus. And then Trump
And
thought
they
he
hung
was a
out
pope.
together.
With a Pope outfit on.
Who thought he was the Pope? Who thought he
T-Rump.
was the Pope?
T-Rump.
T-Rump. I don't even know why he. Okay, we go to commercial. We'll come back about the Pope. Actually.
Hey y'all, it's Key from my show, The Key to
Mm-hmm.
And he pasted, and he's
You need to vacate. They say you need to vacate.
I need,
No,
I need to make. I need to make. I'm getting.
Oh, Becky. Uh-huh.
So he
You need to
posted his
vacate.
picture on his own website. I mean, on his own whatever that True Social is. It was on his page, and then he said somebody put that on there. And we all know only you can put stuff on your page.
Yep, they
Yeah, he
said that
does.
T-Row
So
called him the possessive
come
Pope.
on. He does. He think he is the Pope.
Yeah.
It was, he had his little hands because he got the little bitty hands. He has little bitty hands, and then he had nerve to come back on when he was talking. They were showing stuff when he was talking about Mark Rubio, whatever his name is, dude that his secretary or whatever. Now they was talking about his penis size, and Donald Trump said, "Look at my hands. Look at my hands. You see his little hands. Look at my hands."
Stop.
I'm thinking, oh my God.
So you
Oh
sit up and
my
come back there,
God.
and you, oh my God, you got
Oh
little hands
wow.
too, you big dummy.
That's
Oh
right.
my.
Yeah, yeah. Because them little tiny hands, they barely came out that coat with the Pope jacket on. What is he doing? What is he doing? What is this man doing dressed up like the Pope?
Well, they say he's a
Oh,
disgrace.
I-
And they say he should be sitting next
they
to P.
said
Diddy.
Yeah. Right there with him.
that
Yeah,
is,
right there with
and
him.
and behind the scenes, they trying to make him what's that word? They trying to exempt him from that stuff that he did with that lady because he haven't paid her yet.
Oh, you talking
Who
about
else?
He haven't paid her
the
yet.
prostitute?
No, the lady that he defamed, whatever her name, not the prostitute, not P Diddy.
That's what I'm
T-Rump
talking
did it.
about.
It was when he was president.
Wasn't she a
She wasn't no
prostitute?
prostitute. No, she was
The
no, she
escort?
wasn't a prostitute. She's a smart woman.
Oh,
She had
okay.
a decent
You're not talking about the one where he paid off for the
No, I won't even paid off.
Okay.
I'm talking about the one that went to court with. And that's why his wife, you haven't seen his wife with himself at that one time with the Pope, when he went to the Pope. And she was like this the whole time. Don't
She
you
don't
touch
ever
me.
be with him. She
Don't
don't
you
never.
touch
No,
me.
She
she
don't like
don't.
him. She don't like him.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
Now that's saying something.
So, oh yeah.
Yeah. She don't like him.
Well, thank God from the information I got, thank God Barron's not like him and his dad and his brothers. Because
She was not a
yeah,
prostitute.
she wasn't a prostitute.
No, I
Because
was thinking about the
apparently
one he paid off. That's who I was
Yeah.
talking about. Not the one that he went
yeah, I
to
know you're
court
talking
with.
about.
I was talking
Forgot
about
her
the one that he paid off.
Yeah.
That was my mistake. I got it mixed up.
name. It's crazy. But thank God Barron's not like his dad and his brother. Somebody telling me that somebody can stop to help him with a flat tire. The janitor at the school he attends, he went back the next day and bought the dude a SUV.
Who?
And I thought that was so Trump's baby son. What's his name? Barron.
The one
Barron
by his wife, the present wife,
Yeah. She must be raising him right.
away from them.
Because everybody knows that them other two
Yeah, away
money.
from them.
Get away from him. Because they out there selling they soul. I'm serious.
Mm-hmm.
Then this fool goes over there, wants a used plane, and it's gonna cost $1 billion. And they already got 2 being made right now by Boeing. Come on, y'all. Woo. That is crazy.
Yep.
That is crazy. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. So, but next week, y'all make sure y'all stop by. We're gonna talk about what was that? What was your title, Denise? Hold on.
The men about them men cheating.
Hold on, y'all.
Is
Why
it
the
all
men
right to
cheat?
cheat
No, what
in a relationship?
it was hold on, I'm gonna read it. I have to find it.
Go in there where she sent the flyers. Because she said both for the fire.
That's where I'm at.
Yes, she did.
Okay.
They
So it's
said
on the
Barron
flyer.
is a different child from
Why
them
is
other
cheating
ones.
okay? Why is cheating in some relationships?
The
Say it
what?
again.
That's what it is. Why is cheating okay in some relationships?
Yeah, that's our topic next week.
So y'all come ready, girl.
That's a topic for next week.
Come ready, honey, because
Ladies and gentlemen,
Y'all come
come
ready.
ready.
because you know that's a hot top. That's a hot topic.
That's a hot topic.
That's a hot topic. Yeah, that's gonna be a hot topic. That's gonna be better than this Diddy.
Yeah.
Because by the time we get done with that topic, Diddy might be in a relationship in the penitentiary. He might be getting all the baby oil he need up in the penitentiary.
We came with you, sir.
I'm just
Well, I don't know about the
hey, I'm just
baby
keeping
oil
it
now.
100.
I don't know about the baby oil. I worked in a prison. They might have Vaseline, but I don't know too much about the baby oil or the what's that other petroleum jelly? Yeah, that's
They just give Vaseline.
that's the one that you don't give them a whole lot of packs. You might get one pack of it. Petroleum jelly, because in the prison they ain't using it for what they need to be using it for.
We had
I tell you one thing gonna happen when he
what they said.
if he
He
go
had a baby oil pool. Wow, that was a lot of oil.
He gonna need
That
a
was a lot of
whole.
oil.
What you said?
What's that when they have to go in there and sew your rectum back together? What's that called? A rectumectomy or something?
Oh
They have to go
my!
back in there and fix it
That's
when
where they
it's
cutting
all
it
stuck.
out. That's cutting it out.
Oh, okay, so what I didn't say I knew what it was. I asked Marie. I knew who to talk to.
Ooh.
Did you hear the
Did you
prosecutors
hear the
when they
prosecutor
arrested
when
him?
Mm-hmm.
He had a freak off kit.
Yeah.
He had a freak off kit.
So he was making kits. He was making kits.
9K and the drugs he gave Cassie.
9K in the drug.
He
What's
gave
9K?
Cassie. Oh, that's what they had. He had on him when the prosecutors arrested him.
9K in the drugs he gave Cassie.
And a freak off
money,
kit.
I guess, in the drugs. Yeah.
He had
I'm
9K.
telling you.
Yeah.
He can't blame Cassie now because she wasn't with him.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
That's
Well,
true.
I'll tell you what. He can get all the latex loving he want at the penitentiary. Want it or not, he gonna get it. Anyway, we got to get ready. Y'all say goodbye to everybody, and y'all who was mean to me, come back next week so I can be on point, so y'all don't be just mean to me. Go ahead, Marie. You go first.
Thank you guys for watching that tonight. We had fun. It was really great. So next week we'll have a lot more fun, and I appreciate y'all tuning in and watching us. And come on back next week. It's gonna be hot, hot, hot.
Thanks
Marie.
everyone for joining in. I won't be here next week because I have to work, but starting next month for the next 3 months, I won't be working any weekend, so I'll be here with y'all on Sundays. Y'all have a blessed week.
We can't wait.
Be safe.
We can't wait.
Yeah.
And tell someone you love them because tomorrow is never guaranteed.
That's
I
right.
love you guys.
They need to release you, Marie.
now you a convict. They need to release you. And then they said they caught him. They arrested him at the hotel. He had 9K in drugs from the freak off kit. I'm telling you, man, they must not be too smart. They got all this money. They supposed to be top gangsters. They ain't too smart. So everybody, hey, thanks for tuning in to TAN TV, the African American Network. We have a local feel with global reach. You watch Out of Bounds with myself, T-Rex. You got the traveling nurse at the bottom, Marie, and you got the most feisty birthday lady at the top. She's 25. Check us out next week. We'll be talking about, hey, who's to blame when you cheating? What they say? You can't blame Chastity.
You can't
That's
blame
true.
Chastity, but it's blame the kid.
Can't blame. So check us out next week. We'll have that flyer already made. We'll let y'all know. Check us out. And we got 2 minutes left. So check us out. Do your homework. Don't be tearing me up. Be nice. It's rough. I got a birthday coming up in the next 5-6 years. No, somebody said no. You do your homework.
Do your
I
homework.
will do my homework.
You do your
I will be
homework.
googling. I'll be googling is it okay to have a relationship and fool around. And I'm gonna tell
Oh,
you, no, it's not.
do you have to
Who's
Google
that
that for an
talking?
answer?
Exactly. Why do you need to
Who's that
Google
talking?
that? You should know that.
Why? I don't know that. Why I should? Okay, producer.
Right
Anytime you
here.
want to take it away.
Woo.